Right. Good morning.
What up, dude?
What's going on over there?
Just cruising next to a semi, just making my way south. I'm an hour, 40 minutes, something like that into my trip. So, headed to Stick Week, dude. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this is the Drag Drive Repeat news presented by Summit Racing for January 31st, 2026. And like you just said, you are en route to Sick Week. So it's going to be a little bit of a different show this morning, but thought we'd jump on here and at least get something kicked off for the weekend.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, we had to get on here, dude. We got to tell these people I'm headed down there. And, if you're in the truck, I'm not doing anything else.
Right, right. Well, I'll hit this intro and we'll get started.
All right. Well, what's really weird about doing it on my phone is I don't hear any of the intro videos. It's like silent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's super weird. I was like, did I lose him? Am I gone? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Anyways, well, guys, hey, I'm Mike Narks. I generally host the show, but today Eric's hosting it. So I'll let you go first, dude. Tell us what you've been up to, man.
Man, I am Eric White, co-host, typical co-host of the show in news and everything drag drive repeat related, artwork, photos, which we are completely done with 6 summer photos just in time. So I was going to get that number this morning on how many photos that we ended up with for 6 summer, but I didn't quite have time to get there.
You mean because I messaged you and I was like, hey, I didn't set the show up? Can you do that? Yeah, dude, they've been incredible, man. It, we go back and forth with this all the time. Like, is it better to have them out right then, or is it better to wait a little bit and really dig in and do what you've done with these, which is really, I mean, I think you've probably touched every aspect of every photo you've posted.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool, and a lot of people commenting about like taking them back to summer, and it's kind of cool to relive it. So, obviously the sooner the better is typically how I go, but this year was just a crazy year, 15,000 photos in the month of June.
That's insane. That is insane.
Yeah, it's a ton. Danny Grubauer saying 241 miles to KSR.
Nice. I'm jealous. I saw his post from yesterday with the car. I think it's Summit maybe or something like that. So I'm jealous of those guys. I'm 1,431 miles from KSR. Whatever far he was, you can add 1,000 to it for sure. It's
Right.
gonna be a long trip.
Yeah. How many hours is it?
It shows 16, but I'm pulling a trailer for the first time in forever, so I'm only running like 65 or 70. So figure 18 hours of
Oof.
drive time. Yeah. So plenty of time.
How,
I'll have a ton of ideas by the time I get down there.
so how many naps along the way is that?
Man, I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out today. Like, do I try and just hammer through and get there at 2 a.m. or do I, actually pull over and try and get 3 or 4 hours? So I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, that's a long way. If you can get, I mean, 12 hours is going to put you 9 o'clock at night. So,
Yeah.
then
Yep.
you're
And I,
almost
I
there.
right. I figure if I can cruise a little bit and then, maybe I do take a couple hour nap and then get up and cruise a little more and then maybe another nap. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. See how it goes, huh?
Right.
All right. Well, one thing that we're going to do, or you're going to do, is you're going to see tons of race car friends. So, again, appreciate all of our race car friends for, being here watching this. Most people are either at Sick Week or on their way to Sick Week. So appreciate everybody tuning in this morning. And of course, our sponsors. Can't do it without them. Mike wouldn't even be on the road headed to Sick Week if it wasn't for these guys. Summit Racing Equipment, Deechworks, Molly Motorsports, Driven Racing Oil, Howard's Cam, J-Wire Solution, AFCO Racing Products, Performer-Built Transmissions, Car Chains 3D, PowerTube TV, WAF Racing, Sweet Patina, and Racing Junk. And Summit Racing. Summit Racing Speed Legacy began in 1968 as a one-man startup and is now the world's speed shop with 4 facilities and over 200 catalog editions. Fueling your passion, they save you money, deliver fast, and offer top-notch customer service for more than 1,500 brands. Make sure to download the Summit Racing mobile app for easy access to speed parts. You can also find them on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And you can tune into the On All Cylinders podcast, which Mike is probably going to be listening to on his 16-hour drive for more automotive discussions just like this. From humble origins to the social media lane, Summit Racing stands by your need for speed. You can find everything at summitracing.com, and you can use our affiliate link that'll take you straight through there and help us out a little bit as well. And while you're there, you're going to be hanging out a little bit with Tommy, Alec, and Kevin at the Summit Truck this weekend. So if anybody is there and needs anything, make sure you head over and see those guys at the Summit Truck. All right. And then you had...
Yeah, definitely. I think I may lose you. I'm fixing to go through a tunnel. Sorry.
Oh, no.
I forgot about this tunnel. So if I drop out, that's why.
All right. Well, you had put these pictures in here, and you wanted to give a shout out to James and Scott from Weyburn, Saskatchewan for stopping by the Georgia location and the Summit there. They're headed to Gainesville to participate in Sick Week, one of the premier drag and drive events in the country, and they've driven 1,820 miles in their blown 51 Studebaker with snow tires.
Yeah, that's pretty badass, dude. Like, cool ass car and a cool ass trip.
Yeah. Yep. And so they only had 305 more miles to go. So they should be there probably by now, I would imagine, already.
Yeah, I would think so too, for sure.
Brian here saying safe travels, Mike. Grab a 4-pack of 5-Hour Energy and push through.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't need that heart palpitations as I'm driving. Can you imagine me on some 5-Hour Energy just be like...
I imagine you got a notebook there. That notebook would be filled up with stuff you'd be writing down.
Yeah, definitely right here next to me on the armrest, because as we come across ideas, be jotting that down.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, obviously, while you're on the Summit website, you can pick up Drag, Drive, Repeat Summit branded hoodies, T-shirts, big brim hats, which if you haven't gotten one now, it's probably too late for Sick Week. However, they're going to have a stack of them at the Summit trailer. So when you get there, jump in line, grab one of those because you're probably going to need one. Even though it might not be warm, still going to help keep the sun out of your face and off your neck.
Yeah, that'll be a big one.
Yes. All right.
Yep.
Any drag, drive, repeat updates other than, like I mentioned, Sick Summer photos are complete, and we'll just be waiting for whatever you post there from Sick Week.
Yeah, I'm excited. We've set up a couple different things, so you guys are going to see some of the photos and videos I'm taking on a lot of our other sponsors as well. So I'm trying to, help them gather content while I'm down here too. So that'll be kind of fun to see, Drag, Drive, Repeat posted across a couple different pages.
Yeah, for sure. All right. And we had talked about this. We did the Between the Slicks episode with Monday Morning Racer. So that was, what was that, a week and a half ago?
Yeah, and I want to apologize. I didn't update the photos throughout the mix, so it may just be me and you talking about notes in this one. I was trying to get packed up yesterday.
Yeah, no, that's all good. So what did you have to do this morning? You were talking a little bit before the show, and you were telling me it was only 9 degrees there this morning.
It's 9 degrees now. It was 4 when I was loading the final pieces up in the trailer. So, like clothes and all that kind of last minute stuff. I didn't pack last night till almost midnight, and woke up in a full on sweat this morning that I'd made sure I got everything I needed. So it was a lot of trips back and forth to the house, to the trailer, all that kind of stuff, back to the shop to grab like the table and all that kind of stuff. I should have loaded up yesterday.
Yeah, I mean
You know,
that's cold for you.
yeah, I don't like it. I do not like it at all.
It's actually 15 degrees right now here, so it is
Oh my
warmer
God.
here than where you are, which is bizarre.
Yeah, insane. Yeah, the heater was before we started. This was on full blast in the truck. So now it's obviously leveled out a little bit, but yeah, yeah. I'm not a cold weather guy.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, we got some event updates, so we'll talk a little bit about Driven here, and you got some notes in here about some tracks being released today. So I'm gonna hit this Driven video, and then we'll talk about that.
Hey, it's Brandon from Fort Smith, Arkansas here. Driven Racing Oil is a performance engine oil that can do it all. GP1 is the ultimate oil for any race or performance application. Whether launching hard at the drag strip, enduring the extreme heat of off-road and circle track, or pushing the limits in top-fueled drag boats and demo derbies, winning racers choose GP1. Compatible with engines from classic hot rods to cutting-edge race machines, GP1's unique surface cleaning and high zinc formulation ensures superior wear protection, particularly for flat tappet camshafts, while solving issues like cylinder washout with methanol and ethanol fuels. Crafted from the legendary Bradford, Pennsylvania base oil and enhanced with state-of-the-art additive packages, GP1 offers the best of protection and performance.
All right. So, Heads Up Hustle is supposedly going to be releasing their tracks today. So, do you have any ideas on what these tracks are?
Man, I don't even want to talk about it much because John Paul Frakes called me last night. He's so excited. But I'll just say that Big Three Racing is going to be excited for this announcement. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. So
Yeah.
stay tuned. Heads Up Hustle on Facebook. That be on the lookout for that to release today. And
Yeah.
Speaking of events, obviously Sick Week starts tomorrow. So day zero, tech in and everything will be tomorrow, correct?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, day zero. So I'm hoping to be there by like, I don't know, 11 a.m., something like that. That's kind of my goal, I guess.
And that's kicking off in Gainesville. So
Yeah, and I was trying to figure out the route last night, but I think it's Gainesville, Orlando, South Georgia, Bradenton, and then back to Gainesville.
yeah,
I should have looked at all that, but you know how it is. You just get the directions and you just go.
right.
It doesn't even matter which direction it is because you have no idea where you're at by Wednesday anyways.
Yep. And Big Sky Race Week, they have less than 20 spots left for their event. So if anybody is in that area and would like to participate in what's going to have a beautiful scenery in Montana, head over to Big Sky Race Week and get on that because those spots will not last much longer there.
Yeah, Austin is really surprised they lasted a full day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he said last night he just got an email, and that put him at like 19. So I'm sure it's even less this morning. So.
Yeah. Wow. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. And then it sounds like you got a call from Back to the Streets with some kind of wild idea.
Dude, Matt's on a rip right now. I'm not gonna announce it or anything like that. If he does this, it's gonna be crazy for the Back to the Street Racers. So I just wanted to tease it a little bit, really to maybe kind of nudge him along a little bit to do it. We talked for about 30 minutes yesterday. Was it a good idea? And man, I'm torn, and I love good ideas.
Wow,
This is pretty next level stuff.
So this will be another announcement you'll want to watch for on Back to the Streets on Facebook, and we'll be on the lookout for that one.
Yeah, should be pretty wild if he does. If he doesn't, if not, he's got two other ideas right behind it that he could replace with it. So Back to the Streets is going to be wild for 26.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. And for our calendar, that puts us at 43 events for the year. And we teased a little bit of the new interactive map. So make sure you head over and check that out. Mike put a ton of time into that and it came out amazing. So dragdriverpete.com/event list-2026 is where you can go and check out all of that information.
Yeah, and on the interactive map too, I put it also on the front page of the website. So you can just go to dragdriverpete.com and it's right there as well. So I figure that's probably a good way. And we've seen like 10x the website traffic since we've done that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I think it's working like I hoped it would. I think people are, maybe Google's helping us a little bit. And then, people are looking for stuff like that. So when they see it, they spend more time, turn around. Google is like, hey, what they got going on over here? So.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, appreciate Driven Racing Oil for being on board again. DDR10 for a 10% discount on their website. Or if you are at Sick Week or headed to Sick Week like Mike is, you'll be able to stop and talk to Driven Racing Oil on site. So if you're anywhere there, make sure you head over, talk to them. You can pick up any oil or products while you're there at Sick Week.
Yeah.
And DeechWorks. DeechWorks is a leading manufacturer of high-performance fuel system components. The DW product line includes fuel injectors, fuel pumps, pump module, fuel rails, regulators, filters, lines, fittings, and surge tanks, all engineered to support power levels ranging from 400 to over 3,000. Use code DDR10 with DeechWorks as well and get you a 10% discount on their products as well. So in this segment here, we've got some updates from what's going on at Sick Week, because there's a lot of people there testing right now. And we've seen a lot of people that have had a rough, I'd say last 24 hours at least.
Man, I really wish I was there for the Goldstone rebuild, just to document that. So whoever's there, please go by their pits and grab photos for us. Send them to me or Eric. I mean, we need that stuff because I'd sure love to be able to put together a whole process of them putting that car back together.
Yeah, so for those that haven't seen it, we don't have pictures in here, but Goldstone did put the car into the sand traps again. The sad part is he just had the front end put back together and repaired before heading to Sick Week, and gets out there and puts it into the sand again. I think it's worse this time than it was the first time, though, because it looked like he got all the way into the fence.
Yeah, definitely way worse this time. They need radiators. They did get the front end. I don't know if you guys saw the post that we made last night, but Lon Tibbs sent me messages, and I want to apologize to Lon. I thought the car that Goldstone races was the car that Lon brought a couple of years ago, but it's not. Completely different car. How about that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so messages back and forth with him. They got it loaded up in Kentucky where he lives onto the front of another Sick Week bound race car, and it's on its way down now. It's probably close, I would think, as of right now. That was late-ish last night, and so big shout out to him for letting those guys at least look and see if they can make it work.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. And I haven't heard where they are on the radiator situations, but they had a call out for a couple radiators. So
yep.
I'm sure you'll give us an update once you get down there on where everything's at as well.
Well, and I hope they find them. The struggle for them on the radiators is like those are 18 by 12 radiators. Yeah. There's two of them, so I mean it's a good amount of radiator cooling surface, but 18 by 12, I mean, there's no car that has one that small. So you really end up, they said they're for sprint cars. And somebody had made a post or made a comment that the World of Outlaws actually races in Florida next week. So maybe some of those guys are there in town, or some vendors are there and would be able to have something that would, be available.
Oh man, that would be awesome.
Yeah, right. So, Yeah. Again, not a lot of pictures, and those guys, they just jumped in and got to work. So I'm sure they're taking pictures, but they're not really posting much.
Yeah, right now their priority isn't documenting; it's getting the car ready for tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, they can push it through. You know, they don't have to drive it through the lane or the tech, but they've got to have that thing running Monday morning.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, pretty sad deal, man. Said that I think you were the one that said it, right? About why the chutes didn't deploy.
Yep, they forgot to pull the pin on the chute. So you know, and those guys are very religious on their steps. So you know, it just sucks that it's a simple thing like that. Forget to pull the pin, parachutes don't deploy. You know, that car is not easy to slow down, I imagine, without the chutes.
Yeah, man. He said he was like in a video, I think on Sick the Mag. He said I was only going 180.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Which, those cars aren't made for that.
Right. Again, if that car is running, you know, a 6-second pass or quicker, I mean, they're going to be 230, 250. So, I mean, really, he's lucky that they weren't doing that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, who knows? I mean, he may have just been doing like a half-track pull or something like that. Yeah, so pretty sad. I'm excited to get down and see the work that they've accomplished by the time I get there tomorrow. But at the same time, like, man, I hate that for them because now, like, this other front end, who knows what kind of setup it is? You know, the mounts may have to be refiberglassed. I mean, like, who knows? Like, it's not going to be a simply, you know, Zeus to the same spots. I mean, it's going to be a full build. That's pretty wild.
Yeah. Yep. We got a cool comment here from Derek Toady. Pistons in the Pines main event did get posted officially.
Nice. All right. Well, sweet. That's great news. Tell them to send us some info. We'll get that out as well.
Yeah,
Pistons
absolutely.
In the Pines.
Yep. So that'll be a new event to add to our calendar.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a cool name too.
The community coming together for all the guys having trouble, Goldstone included, is absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Well, another one that had some struggles was Rovic busted a drive shaft on the first hit. Thankfully, he had another one in the trailer, and then they switch drive shafts, and then he runs a PB pass of 8.956.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I mean, that may be his first 8-second pass in that car yet. So, I mean, like, that's pretty cool for him to do that, you know, especially after breaking the drive shaft. Like, you know, would you be scared? Would you would you not lean on it? Like, nope, not that guy. He's not scared of that at all.
Right. So now they said to fix the 60-foot and keep speeding it up. So that's gonna be pretty wicked. They got a new custom cam designed by BTR and made by Comp Cam, sure delivered. So, man, that's gonna be pretty awesome for him. Glad he had another drive shaft with him, because that would have been brutal to go out there at the first hit. And did you see the video? That thing just like exploded.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine being on the starting line when that thing popped.
Oh man, yeah, yeah, me either. Because you know it was like launch to the moon. So, yeah.
Yep, absolutely. And then Rich Guido, his first pass was good until it wasn't. So it was all good during that pass at wide open throttle. When I let off, number 6 injector stuck open. Fought with that the rest of the day. Thankfully, fuel injector development talked me through what they thought it was, gave us the confidence to keep flushing. Finally got a little piece of carbon out. Doesn't seem to hurt anything. Drove it to the hotel and all is good. And then made a pass in the right lane. Need to slow it down some more. Ran an 8.37.
Dude, that's crazy. Do you remember when him and Bill Armstrong were duking it out like in the 870s?
Yeah. Or even up in the 9s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But you and I were talking before the show, you know, what is this weather going to do? Because the cold weather is going to be great for a lot of these cars as long as the track comes around and is sticky
Yeah.
enough. So we could be seeing some crazy stuff this week.
Man, I really hope. I just hope that we get enough sunshine to warm the track, because it could be, I mean, like at Tulsa, if the forecast isn't above 50, Jimmy's really on the fence about even racing. And so it needs to be above 50 and the sun out for a while. Well, dude, that means you can't race at 8 a.m., which is normally when we do. So, like, do they move the starting time back? Say it starts at 10, but at 10, it's 45 degrees. Like,
Right.
you know, have these guys, do they have data in that kind of weather,
Yeah.
to be able to change it up and make sense? So things could go very, very fast this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, which also means things could be blown up really easy too. So
Oh, yeah.
that's
Yeah,
going to be the part that's going to be, riding that line.
Yep.
Because
Yeah,
we know
with
what
that kind of
happened.
temp, yeah, you can put it, another 100 horsepower is not uncommon.
Right. And we know what happened last sick week when everybody only got one pass. So that kind of
Yeah.
hurt everything right off the gate. So it'll be interesting to see how the week starts out this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, let's move into the Deechworks, or thanks to Deechworks for that segment, talking about everything that's going on right now at Sick Week, and then into the Car Chains segment here. Car Chains 3D should be your first choice for custom 3D printed parts for your project car. Corey can take your idea to reality. Make sure maybe you're looking for that special car guy gift they can't get anywhere else. Corey can produce a one-off keychain for that special person's special car. Find more at Car Chains 3D on social media by searching Car Chains 3D on Facebook or Instagram. So Corey had made a post, I think it was this morning, about some cup holders that he had, and it was kind of cool to see that.
Yeah, he was saying that he had them for all kinds of different. He made you some for the Mustang, because you got to have cup holders if you're a street car. And then he had it on. So I had not seen that shifter before, but yeah, he's making them for everything. It's badass. It had like a spot for a cell phone holder and like another little area for all your, I don't know, receipts or bag of candy or whatever you're going to put in that thing.
Yeah, definitely need a pocket for some Sour Patch Kids or whatever you're snacking on your trip, which is a good question. What kind of snacks do you got right now?
Dude, well, since we started the race weight thing, I bought some trail mix, so I've got just some, trying to be better than just, complete junk. So just, peanuts and M&Ms and shit like that.
So how is this race weight thing going to affect your trip this week? Because it's going to be tough, because you know how it is when we're down there, we're just grabbing whatever.
Yeah. So I think I'm not going to really stress it too much. I'm going to just kind of try and eat better when I can. There's going to be a couple nights where there's tacos and margaritas, of course.
Oh yeah.
And then the rest of the time I'll just eat better, or not as much maybe.
Yeah, you can't give up on parking lot beers, that's for sure.
No, definitely going to have some of those.
Yep. Well, I was pretty happy with the response we got on that race weight deal, just because that was 5 minutes before the show started. We were kind of talking about it, and I had thrown out to you, like, what if we open this up and just had a whole race car friends like weight loss challenge deal? And it's been pretty fun so far.
Yeah. I mean, do we name the people that are in there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe we make a post later that kind of tells who all's in, because I think there's probably more people that would want to get in on it. And again, it's not. It's definitely a challenge. It's not. I don't want to do a competition with it, just simply because, man, I don't want to live that life. I've lived that before, and it's too hard.
Yeah. This is more about motivating each other and sharing successes and struggles. And one of the members in there had sent us a picture of a cake, and we're like, oh boy. And he said, I didn't indulge. So that was pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, I would. There's no chance I wouldn't have had cake. And then,
Matt Lang said,
those, go ahead.
Matt Lang said I could definitely use some weight loss. And hit us up. We'll add you to the group. We just started. Weigh-ins are on Fridays, and man, just all about holding each other accountable.
Yep. And just gives you a reason, you know what I mean? Like to just have a better, because I want to, like I said in the group chat, I want to create better habits. Like I want to eat less, which I did eat less last night. We did have Mexican, but I ate only about 2/3 of my chimichanga.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, one of the other things that we had in here in this card chain segment is somebody that made a video that they are going to be doing their first sick week. Who is that?
Dude, listen, I can't explain to you how excited I am that Clay Milliken is going to be doing his first sick week. Now, I don't know if he's doing sick ward. He didn't say anything about it in the video I saw, but this is a huge deal. Again, another huge step forward for the drag and drop community. Having a guy like Clay, I'm telling you, and I put the comment on his Facebook post, it's going to change his life.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
Yep, I'm excited to see that. He's going to have a ton of fun. So it'll be interesting for us to get an update from you on how that goes for his week down there.
Yeah. Oh, I'll definitely be talking to him. I'll try and talk to him every day. You know what I mean? Like catch up. What do you think? Because this will be completely different than anything he's ever done. Usually they go to the track and that's where they are for the weekend. Now they're around racing all weekend or for a full week, but they're not. It's the gas stations and the dinners and the hotel parking lots that make this stuff so much fun.
Right. Dudes with wrenches in here. He said, "Eat less, you say never." How you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's good there with you.
Yep.
All right.
How fun.
Well, again, appreciate Card Change 3D for being a part of this. So thanks to Corey. And if you guys need anything 3D printed, even if it's not on his website, make sure you hit him up because he can make all kinds of custom things for you. All right. You want to thank our race car friends?
Yeah, definitely, guys. Just, hey, listen, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I know I didn't set up a show this morning early to kind of get it in your rhythm, and I appreciate you guys that are here watching this live with us. And listen, when you see me walking around, please do not hesitate to holler at me while we're down at Sick Week. If you guys have anything, if you see any updates that I miss or you think would be good talking conversations, man, let us know. Send us a message. And then thank you so much to our sponsors. I mean, we really couldn't do this without them. So Summit Racing is, obviously, we're going to get to hang out with those guys this week. It's going to be cool. Deech Works, we're going to see them. They're campaigning 2 cars at the circuit. That's going to be badass. Molly Motorsports, we were talking to Scott and Eric earlier this week, and he gave us some people to talk with that have Molly Pistons. So we're going to feature some of those guys from here at Sick Week. And then, of course, Driven Racing Oil is down here. Bill and Ashley are on site in Florida right now. So if you need Driven products, go over and talk to them. Or if you're just curious, go over and say hey to them and make sure you thank them for their support of the community. And then, of course, Howard's Cams, J-Wire Solutions, Performer Built Transmissions, AFCO Racing Products, who's also down here. J-Wire is down here. Card Change 3D, he is talking about maybe coming to the circuit. So, again, guys, if you're shopping, please hit those guys up. See if they got something that you can use.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Molly Motorsports here. We'll do this here. Attention high performance enthusiasts and racers. Meet the Molly Motorsports Power Pack Kit, your ultimate solution for Power Pack performance. The Power Pack pistons are either made from a 4032 aluminum alloy to allow for tighter cylinder to wall clearances and improved temperature stability, or a 2618 alloy to allow for increased detonation resistance. So what sets Molly apart? It's their forged pistons, Grafal coating, and phosphate treatment for peak performance and durability. Elevate your ride with Molly Motorsports, where performance meets precision. Visit mollymotorsports.com for more details. And for those podcast listeners, Molly is spelled M-A-H-L-E. And you did mention that you reached out to Molly to see what kind of racers were going to be there running Molly pistons. So it'll be exciting to kind of catch up with some of those guys and get Molly some content there.
Yeah, I'm pumped about it, man. To be honest, like to be able to help, our sponsors also gather content. That's one thing we do well.
Yep, absolutely. So again, guys, this is kind of off the cuffs. We don't have a bunch of topics this morning on this stuff just because Mike's on the way. So we're just going to run through these. I do, however, have some Racing Junk classified stuff. So we'll get through the Howard's Cam segment here, and we'll look at those vehicles that we got.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Harris from the Monoxide Podcast. Real quick, Howard's Cams was founded as a racing cam manufacturer almost 80 years ago when Howard Johansson created Howard's Power and Racing Equipment in 1945. Howard's Cams has always used on-track experience to design the most powerful designs, and today they have an even greater group of experienced racers in circle track, drag racing, road race, mud bog, and marine. They use all this input plus the most advanced computer software to design the most competitive race-winning products. From pioneers in drag racing and oval track to cutting-edge marine development, Howard's Cams is at the forefront of the industry. So make sure to reach out to our friend Luke B for your next valve train upgrade.
Yeah, awesome there. Another person that I'm excited for you to go talk to when you get there is the Deal Brothers to see how their progress has been. Obviously, they have had quite the struggle, but man, they busted their butts to get down there. And the last thing that I saw was that their first pass they tried to make, they got pushed out of the water box, and they were getting ready for their second one. Have you heard anything on what caused them to get pushed back?
I have not. Between getting packed and trying to get everything ready yesterday, I didn't have any chance to message those guys, and I hate it, man, because they worked their butts off for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm excited to get down there and kind of give us an update. I'm excited for all the videos that you're going to be posting as soon as you get down there. There's going to be, obviously the walk around videos that we do when we do all these events always do good. So excited for those kind of updates for all of us that are at home, because I'm telling you, I'm going to have a huge case of FOMO sitting here while you're out there. The temperature might not be the thing that I'm jealous of, because that won't be as normal. But seeing all of our race car friends and all the people that are down there is going to be awesome.
Well, 2027, I'm campaigning already. Eric White, come to Sick Week.
That's right. All right. Well, I actually thought we were going to be way quicker than we have been today. We're 40 minutes already, but our last segment here is
that's perfect. Yeah, the time there's a gas station about 15 minutes up. Go ahead.
Oh, perfect. So that'll be good for your first break.
Yeah.
All right. So obviously, Racing Junk is our official buy-sell partner of Drag Driver Pete and the go-to destination for everything from race cars to trailers to engines and more. So found a couple vehicles this morning that I'm going to show here. Some new vehicles that were on there. I didn't get the count of vehicles that were on the Racing Junk Classified Drag and Drive segment this week, but these are definitely new ones. So the first one here is a S15 Street Strip pickup here for $12,500. So I thought that was a pretty decent price.
Yeah, damn.
Nice little flat black pickup, full interior here. So looks like it's got a B&M shifter in it. So kind of scroll through these pictures here. I didn't see a cage, so obviously, depending on what this runs, probably going to need a cage in it. Tons of gauges there. So this one here is located in Lakeland, Georgia. So 82 S15.
So on the way.
Right. Yep, has a 383 with a Scat Forge rotating assembly, JE 10-to-1 forged pistons, a hydraulic roller cam, Dart 200cc aluminum heads, new Holley HP 750 mechanical carburetor. Keep carbs alive. You need anything like that, hit up WAF Racing. So all kinds of stuff on this one, but I thought this one would be kind of cool. Like you said, it's on the way to Sick Week. So anybody that's headed to South Georgia Motorsports Park that may need a vehicle, got a little S15. Probably ain't going to be able to run too crazy passes with it without a cage, but DYO kind of class would be fun with it. And the second one here is an 82 S10, so another little pickup truck here. This one's just a roller, but this one is 5,500, so a little bit cheaper. You can see kind of front end there. Looks like it's been ready for a tube front end on it. Looks like it's already kind of been started here, as you see in some of the pictures. So this looks like it'd be a cool project truck to kind of get started on. This one is in Carmel, Maine. It's originally a Tennessee truck. So fronts have been dropped, have been done on overdrop spindles, a tube front end, a manual rack. The rest is bone stock. So this would be kind of a cool project for somebody that's looking to get a vehicle put together for drag and drive.
Right, and right up there in the alley of the Pistons and Pines.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So somebody that wants to maybe get into that drag and drive could start putting a vehicle together for that.
Yeah, for sure, man. And that's 44 events, and the racing just keeps bringing heat with segment.
Yeah, looks like you're getting a little choppy there. Oh, now you're back.
Sorry.
Deadass is the golf cart the new Narcs cart?
I don't know. Maybe we'll see. The folks at Clear Creek, big shout out to them for taking care of me on it. It was man, it's pretty cheap for a rental, and I hope that this is going to turn into, I have waited on wanting to buy one just because, one, they're expensive, and then two, like, is it worthwhile, right? So this is going to tell me if it's worthwhile or not.
I can probably answer that for you now. Just when we used a couple on Mega Week, we enjoyed those. But again, that just means more driving, more trailering stuff. So that's the stuff that you kind of got to think about.
Yep. And this, I'm getting 11 miles to the gallon right now, and I'm not used to that.
Right, you're used to the little Saturn rocket that you can cruise 85 and probably gets way better gas mileage than you're in a F-150 hauling a small enclosed trailer.
Definitely different. Definitely different.
But you've got some pretty cool new decals on the side. I assume you got those put on already?
No way, dude. It's too cold. So I've got to wait till I get down there to put them on. So yeah, we Millersdale, big shout out to Tommy and the team over there. They did us the cartoon headed decal. It's going to be like, I think it's like 3.5 feet long. So it's going to be pretty neat to have that on the side of the trailer. I hope that it gets warm enough down there to do it. Surely I can get that up when it's in the 50s.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
All right. Well, that is all I have. Do you have anything else for all the watchers while you're on your way down there?
No, that's perfect. If you guys see a white 4-door F-150 with a 10-foot enclosed behind it that says Narcs Electric Customs on the side, honk and wave as you come by. But I'm actually taking my exit to get my first round of fuel to see, can I trust the 10.8 that the truck says I'm getting?
Yeah. All right. Well, safe travels. I'm sure you'll be doing different updates along your trip, posts and videos and anything like that. So safe travels. Hopefully you get some places to take a nap and get there nice and safe. So appreciate you following along on this trip, all of our race car friends. And like Mike said, any race car friends that see him at Sick Week, make sure you go and say hi to him. We are planning on doing a show on Wednesday night. So Mike is going to be somewhere. We're going to try to plan that out, but plan on doing some type of live stream, even if it's something kind of off the cuff like this, but we plan on doing something Wednesday night. So everybody that else is traveling on your way there now, safe travels to you as well. And we'll see you Wednesday night.
All right, buddy. See you, man. Thank you.